Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 17. 30 episodes, guys. Holy shit, I can't believe it. But, yeah, anyway, to start off with, what I want to say right off the bat is that this episode was very Iida-centric. Like, there was a lot of fighting, a lot of action going on, but at the core of it, I felt that Iida was at the heart of this episode, because to begin with, in the very beginning of the episode, we realized that Iida was finally wising up and realized, looking beyond his desire to revenge thanks to Todoroki's words and ironically Stain's little lesson. But even more than that is that I think he also realized that revenge, like, in order to quote a famous phrase, revenge truly is a dish that's best served cold, and and revenge as a whole, when someone does manage to get some kind of revenge, in a certain way, I think part of you does of course feel, there is a part of you that does feel better for having getting revenge, but the majority of you, like, the majority of it is that you do end up feeling empty. There is a lot of you that feels empty inside, and when you can even more so when you can finally see clearly beyond your revenge, you also kind of have this tendency to witness that when you put that revenge can actually put the ones you care about the most in harm's way. Because if you think about it, if it hadn't been for Iida's desire for revenge, both Izuku and both Orochi and Izuku wouldn't have even needed to get involved. Like, if Iida hadn't gone after Stain, and he would have just, like I said before, he would have just went and saved all the people who were being attacked by the Nomu, then he wouldn't have gotten Iida, and he wouldn't have gotten he wouldn't have gotten Toad, Orochi, and Izuku involved in his little scuffle. But yeah, it's cool. It's from here. I think we can see a definite change in Iida, that he isn't going to be as hard headed, or as he is going to actually start thinking more and his from here. I think he is going to start realizing that yes, his actions do in fact have consequences, and he is gonna think a lot more clearly and carefully about what he does in the future from here. Like, yeah, it's and it especially shows when we see him breaking down and apologizing to his fellow classmates, Izuku, and to his fellow classmates. And yeah, it was good to see that. It was just finally good to see him actually realize, hey, my actions have consequences. I need to apologize to them, and I'm gonna go forward with a clearer mindset. But yeah, and aside from that, Stain managed to get free in this episode, but he also fell unconscious by the end of it. And what's interesting is both what he did and what he said even before he basically fell unconscious, which is he saved Izuku from the Nomu, and he said that the only one he'll let kill him is the true hero, All Might. Which makes sense, because the way Stain operates, and from a passing comment he made when he was facing Izuku in the last episode, I forgot to mention that, how when Izuku said, being a hero means you end up getting, Izuku said in the last episode, when being a hero means you get involved without anyone asking, or you get involved, or you meddle even though being a meddler is what true hero is all about. And that passing comment, it makes me, like, Stain's comments about both All Might and hearing what Izuku said when he faced him, makes me realize that the way Stain operates and the way he's being portrayed is he is willing to show mercy to those that actually prove themselves to actually have some quality of true heroism. And in a way, like, All Might isn't perfect, I'm sure, but he definitely is. The reason he is considered the beacon of hope, the beacon of peace, or the symbol of peace, a lot of the times, is because he does genuinely want to, in fact, save people. He's not in it for the money. He's not in it for the fame. He just genuinely wants to save people, and that actually does. And and All Might has shown those qualities about himself again and again, and I think that's what. And as a core of it, that I think is exactly what Stain is looking for in what he wants heroes to be. He wants them to be a lot more like All Might. He wants them to be genuinely heroic, not just doing it for selfish reasons like Endeavor. But we'll get to Endeavor in a bit. But yeah, and even more so, and that whole scene of seeing Stain just get up and just project his how just project his being or his essence onto all those heroes. The art and animation on that one was fucking insane. Like, holy shit, that was just this way that scene was handled with him just getting up and basically projecting his aura or whatever onto all those heroes. That was just like, whoa, fuck. That was that was totally fucking insane. And it is, and I think and in a way I think in a small way I think there's going to be in another way, I think there is going to be, I think Stain, even though he did lose to him and he's going to jail, I think Stain in a way did, from what we hear of, I think it is Izuku's inner monologue or something in this episode. I think he did leave his mark I think what Stain did in his final moments before going unconscious is going to leave an indefinite mark on people, because he, as Izuku's inner monologue suggests, the villain was the one. The villain was the one standing, and was this one standing over his enemies, whereas the heroes were the ones on the ground. And like I said, even though Stain lost, it's the heroes who were on the ground, which I think is going to be a bit of an eye opener for pretty much a lot of these heroes. That you guys definitely need to shape up and start being actual true heroes, and not just cowering, and not just cowering when an enemy faces you. So yeah, it's insane exactly how to what extent, even though Stain lost, to what extent he actually affected people, and yeah, it's fucking insane. Also, in this episode, I don't want to jinx it, but I feel that we got a glimmer of possible future development for an Endeavor. Yes, fucking Endeavor, because when we see that flashback of him and Todoroki basically running through the city and running through the city, and he has the shock face of Todoroki going when he turned away and went to help Iida. I think that is a glimmer of hope for future development for Endeavor, because I don't know if I'll ever truly like him, but it is I am willing to accept when the man is going to go through some kind of a character development, and it does look like he is. Even now, he was going through a lot of development here. Like when he saw Todoroki turning away and going to help Iida, I think that shows that he is. I think that opened his eyes, and he is willing to he is willing to look at his son differently after this, or maybe even start listening to him a little more, and maybe learn a few things about being a fucking hero. You know, maybe the son can actually teach the father a few things about being a fucking hero. I'm just saying, but yeah. And I mean, it would, and there were definitely moments throughout this episode where it is nice to see that Endeavor, for basically for all much of an asshole as he is, it is good to know that to a certain degree he does actually care about his son. Like, they were very, very small moments, but they were definitely there, and it is good to see those moments. But yeah, and like I said, the rest is like. And yeah, like pretty much, and yeah, but yeah, this episode was great. Like I said, we definitely got a lot of development on Iida's part, just seeing how he's going to approach things from this point on, and we definitely got. And it's funny how Stain in the end was probably more the victor than the heroes in this one, and of course Endeavor. Yeah, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much my whole review of My Hero Academia season 2 episode 17. You enjoyed the video? Like, comment, subscribe, or follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight of Anime signing off. Later, guys.